Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Eshwari. So I'm working as a backend developer with Python technology with one of the MNC. Okay. So currently I'm working as a API developer.
Okay.
I have total of 4+ years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, my skill sets are working with Flask, Django, okay, and some cloud technologies. And apart from that, previously in previous organization, I worked with the testing part also. Some automation testing also I have done. So this kind of skill set I do have, and I'm looking forward to take my scale up my career regarding to this data science field. But how this would be means data, what kind of the role as an analyst, or what would be approach, what would be the better path. So I'm looking for that this course, that what kind of the expectation this will provide and what kind of the clarity this course will give us to me. Okay. And as an experienced person, what could I expect from your side, that how I can showcase my experience after completion of this course, and what kind of the profile I would make, or what kind of the changes in a resume as a from developer to analyst, what kind of the this what are the gaps need to be filled, so that need to be taken care on that.
Okay, perfect, sir. Yeah, so we'll help you out with that. So thank you so much. And we'll move on to Imran. Hi, Imran. Can you please introduce yourself? So Imran, are you there? Okay, Aishwarya.
Hey, hi everyone. This is Aishwarya. I am sorry.
Surya, please mute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also working in an MNC. My work is mostly on Python. So even I am looking to scale up my knowledge and have a better career. So I'm just looking into different options, see which would fit for my career advancement. That's it.
Okay. Fine, Aishwarya. Thank you so much. So, hi, Chatritika.
So I'm a developer and I would like to learn about the data science and all, because I would need it. So if I like it, maybe I'll switch to that data science at my free time. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Thank you, Chatritika. What about Kartika?
I have 7 years of experience in Java backend. So now I have a career gap. I want to move back into workforce. Actually, it was difficult for me to get back into coding now. So I want to get into data analytics field. I've heard about this, but I haven't worked in data or even Python. I am completely different. I was a Java developer only. So I want to learn as a complete package. So I saw this course in DURGASOFT, it was mentioned like from SQL, Power BI tool, Git,
Yes.
all those
Yeah.
things in the course. So I want to join in this course mainly for get back into workforce as a data analyst. Yeah.
Perfect, Kartika. So yeah, there is a huge demand for data analytics now. So every domain, irrespective of IT or non-IT, every domain are looking for the data analyst who are skilled in all the tools, not only SQL, not only Excel, but they are looking for someone who has experience with all the tools. Like they should be having into the cloud services as well, so that they are having the high possibilities of getting hired to this data analytics. Okay, I'll explain you how does it works. And yeah, hi,
Okay.
Madan Mohan. Yeah, thank you, Kartika. Madan Mohan.
Thank you.
Hi, Eshwari. This
Yeah,
is
hi.
Madan Mohan, and I have 7 years of experience in quality analyst. And I'm looking for data analytics like Power BI with Python for further career.
Okay, perfect, Madan. Thank you so much. And Piyush, hi Piyush.
Hi. So thank you for having me here today. So my name is Piyush and I'm from Nagpur. So I have a 4 years of experience in data quality management and consulting. So I work with renowned organizations such as Wells Fargo and UX Analytics. So I manage the large data sets quality and migration and established a data quality control management system. So by developing a customer segments and model, by enhancing marketing effectiveness and automation process such as data quality control, data migration, data building, and data system through ETL processes. But I do not have a proper understanding of Python and iSQL I use often, but Python and visualization. So I am here to go into the deep knowledge of data science and analytics. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, so as you said, you worked with the data, right? What are the tools you were using then apart from this programming languages?
Apart from programming languages, I have more working into the big business acumen. But it means we need to see the data and take a decision on the basis of that and check the quality control. For example, I'm currently working on the health analytics. So they just send us the data, and whatever the data they give us, so which is denormalized, and we have to build something on its own and create that data inside. For example, the data is 10 GB, so we have to make it 2 GB because the rather rather than this 2 GB, there are data which is not used and not proper use for the client. So I work on data quality control management to clear and gain the more insights of it. For that, I have used a Tableau SQL, which is not deep, I would say, but yeah, I have used TL joins. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, Piyush. So thank you. And yeah, so yes, Imran. Imran, are you there? And Abdal. Abdal Ahmad, are you there? Okay, so fine. So as you all are experienced one, so I think, yeah, you would have like basic idea of what is data analytics and what is data and why do we use it, right? These are the basic information. So as you all said, so data analytics, what is data analytics? So yeah, anyone can answer. Like, what is data analytics? What exactly we do with data?
For
Should I?
Sorry?
Data analytics is a process of like examining and cleaning and transforming, modeling data like to like uncover useful information and supporting decision making. So I would say it's involved statistical and a computational technique to analyze a data set, like which can help like identify pattern, trends, and insight that inform a strategic actions.
No, perfect. So yeah, data is nothing but what is data? Data is a information, right? So that information will gives us a knowledge, like we'll be understanding the trends and patterns of the by understanding what data exactly it works. So if suppose we have to understand what is data first. Data are the facts and numbers text. It may be in n number of forms. Like for the organization, it may be data may come in the structured way or unstructured way. So that whatever it may be, it is called as a data. So what they'll do, they will store it into a database, right? So here we have to understand it may be the operational or transactional, so such as sales data, inventory, payroll, accounting, everything, right? So non-operational data in such case, industrial sales, forecast data, and macroeconomic data, right? So we have also one more kind of data, that is metadata, whatever we get from logical databases, designs, and also the data directions, right? These are all the data. What is data? Data is a facts, numbers, or text can be processed by the computer, that is known as data. And what is information here? The processed data is called the information. What is this processed? Processed in the sense we will be converting the data, like we will be converting the raw data into the useful insights, right? That useful insights is known as the information got from the data. So that is known as the informations. And here the knowledge in the sense, after the information can be converted into the knowledge in the sense, we can take the future decisions according to this. So it will be giving us the knowledge on what exactly the data and what we can do the decision, right? So here we have to understand again the different terminologies. We have data analysis, we have data analyst, and we have data analytics, right? We are having these three terminologies, and before that we have to know the business analyst and data analysis, the difference between these two terminologies. What is this business analysis? Business analysis is nothing but we will be identifying the problems of the business, and we will be like understanding the business requirements, and again we will try to solve the problems. So that is known as the business analysis. What is this data analysis then? So data analysis is used to solve the business analysis. So where the data analytics will comes into the picture, that is converting those raw data, like converting those raw data by using tools and technologies. The tools and technologies includes here the spreadsheet, that is Excel. The programming languages will be using here Python and SQL, and the visualization tools, that is Power BI. So here all the things will help us to clean the data and modify the data, and then we will be keeping that into the visualization. And then the process is known as we are cleaning the unstructured data to the structured one by using these data analytics tools and technologies to draw the meaningful insights from those data is known as the data analytics, right? So what is this data analyst will do? He's a profession who will be converting, who will be performing all these data analysis, data analytics, both the roles he'll be playing. Like first he'll understand the data, he'll analyze the data, he'll clean the data, right? So after that, cleaning, so he'll use various tools and technologies to create a reports or a dashboard, right? So he's a person who will be dealing with data analysis and analytics to help the business to take a decision, right? So it may be helpful for to generate the revenue or cut off. It may be either both, right? So these are the usefulness of this data analyst, and right. So we have to understand these terminologies though. So here we have data analyst, data scientist, and data engineer. What is the difference among these three? Can anyone tell? Like what is the difference between data analyst, data scientist, and data engineer? Just you can try. What is your understanding on data scientist? What exactly he'll be doing? And what about data engineer? What he'll be doing? And analyst, he'll work with various tools and technologies. So he will convert those raw data into the useful insights by using these technologies, that is SQL, Python, Excel. So also he'll run like, ETL methodologies, right? So these are the things what the data analyst will be involved in. Right? So now comes to data scientist and data engineer. Any idea on this?
Data scientist, like it builds like a productive models, like using machine learning and statistics models. So they may work on like a developing algorithms to like automate the decision making or like trends that helps a business optimize processes. And the data engineer design like construct and manage the data pipeline that makes like a data available for analysis. And they often work on large data sets and cloud services, so because ensuring the data is like reliable and accessible.
Okay, perfect now. So here, so before understanding his roles and responsibilities, what exactly he'll be doing? So data analyst, he'll be working on the statistical type, that is descriptive and diagnostic analysis. What analysis he'll be working on? The data analyst, he'll be working on descriptive and diagnosis. So whereas the data scientist, he'll be focused on predictive and prescriptive models. So these are the types of data analytics, what exactly the data analyst and data scientist will be working on. So the difference between these two are the data analyst and data scientist are, first, the data analyst, he'll be working on descriptive in the sense historical data, right? And diagnostic in the sense he'll draw the output or he'll draw the insights from that historical data only. So he's known as the data analyst. It comes to data scientist, what he will do, he'll be having all the data, like whatever he gathered from the data analyst, or it may be from the different department. So he'll be having the set of data. So what he'll do, as Piyush said, so from the machine learning, from adding the algorithms, everything he'll perform all together, and he'll be working mainly on prescriptive and predictive, right? Predictive and prescriptive analysis he'll be working on. What is predictive? What is prescriptive then? Predictive is nothing but he'll be having the set of all the analysis, right? So he will predict the future, whether it is a sales, whether it is any customer change, identifying the customer change, why they are leaving, like, so these are the examples. So he will predict the future. Once he predict the future, what happens, he'll be an idea of that, right? So he'll draw the outcome, how can we come out of this problem? So that is known as prescriptive. In the sense, whatever the actions he take, he will be put into the action, and so that the business problem will be get solved. So this is the main difference of data analyst and data scientist. And it comes to the data engineer. So data engineer, he is the person who will be working with all the cloud services, and he will extract the data from the warehouses, right? So he'll store the data into the warehouses. He is known as the data engineer. So here the tools he'll be using is, he'll be using data warehousing tools like Hadoop, right? Snowflake, and other storage tools, right? So here it comes to, as I said, there are types of data analytics. One is descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. So what is descriptive here? Descriptive in the sense, it is a historical data, in the sense you have, like, the previous year data. If suppose, if we take an example of any product based company, so we have products sold in the previous year, and like in the 2022-2020 there is an increase in sales, and 2024 there is a decrease in sales, right? So what data analyst will do, he'll take like 3 to 5 years of old data, right? So then he'll analyze it, what happened, right? So he'll analyze it. That is known as descriptive. When it comes to diagnosis, so why it has happened, he'll be finding the reason for the profits and loss. Profit, okay, what strategy helped us to gain more profits, gain more customer, right? We will be finding the reason for that. That is known as diagnostic. And we'll be finding the failure, why we had got the loss in that particular year, right? So that reason, you'll be finding the reason for that, is known as diagnostic. And next, the third type is predictive. So after knowing the historical data and understanding the reason for that, then you can predict the future, right? So predicting the future is nothing but, so what will be happening? You'll forecast the future. That is known as predictive analysis. And prescriptive in the sense, whatever you done the prediction, you'll be having an ideology on that to overcome the solution. So you will put that ideology into an action. So that is known as prescriptive. Not only the data analyst will do all the things. So as of now, the data analyst will run descriptive and diagnostic, whereas the data scientist will do predictive and prescriptive. And overall the activities will done with the management, and then you have to discuss each and every activities before it brings into an action with the management or the business or whatever the heads of the organization. So these are the types of data analytics. Apart from this, so descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive, we have types of data analysis also. Here we have qualitative analysis, quantitative analysis, exploratory analysis, inferential analysis, and also the causal analysis. So what is this qualitative analysis? Qualitative analysis is nothing but, so which doesn't include the numeric terms in it. In the sense we can tell like customer satisfactory. So how much the customers are satisfied with our products. And quantity in the sense we can rate them, like we can calculate them with the statistical tools, and we can calculate numeric data are known as quantitative. And exploratory data in the sense we will identify the trends and patterns, and also the insights from by doing the statistical analysis. It may be the descriptive analysis, correlation, regression, hypothesis testing. So these are known as exploratory analysis, right? So we have inferential analysis also, where we can draw the conclusion in the large population based on the sample. So here we'll be taking the sample of the population for our analysis is known as inferential analysis, where, for example, we can use the sample of customers reviews to predict overall the satisfactions of all the customers. If we have the reviews on the product, so we can conclude that, okay, so if we, whatever we purchase, right? If it may be online purchasing, like it may be the cloth or products or whatever it may be, first we'll see the review, right? So before purchasing, we will be seeing the review, and if there is out of 5, if there is a 3 reviews are good, then we'll conclude that, okay, this product is good and we can buy. So that is that we do it in the, like, the same way. We will pull the sample of the data, and we will be checking out the reviews or whatever it may be according to the analysis. That part of sampling and for the analysis is known as inferential analysis. And what is this causal analysis? Causal analysis is nothing but investigates. It will be on, like, we can tell as a cause and effect relationship. For example, if you are reading for the exam a day before, so tomorrow is your exam and you will be preparing it for today, and then you can analyze that out of 10 chapter, you'll be reading, like, the 5, and you can predict your result, right? I have read like 5 chapters, it would be out of 100, I may get 50. So the prediction, the cause is the reading and the effect would be your marks, right? So likewise, you can, there is one more analysis kind, that is cause and effect, which is known as causal analysis. So here, the example given is, if it is an advertising firm, so whatever the amount spent for the advertising will be adversely affected to the sales, right? So likewise, this is a cause and effect relationship. And yeah, this is the basic things of data analysis and all. So here we have to understand how the data architecture works. So here the data for the business may come in a number of ways. It may be in the form of audio, it may be in the form of video, it may be a structured one, it may be unstructured one. Where it will goes, it will be stored in the data warehouse. Data warehouse is also known as data lake house. So here we have a number of storage tools, like we have AWS Redshift, we have SQL, we have it, even it is a storage database, and also we have Snowflake, Hadoop, and also we have multiple things, Apache Drill, so Delta Lake. So these are the storages what the different organization they use different storages for their organization, right? So this is known as data lake house. So here what they'll do, so here we have the visualization. One is Jupyter, we have Power BI, we have TabView, and also we have Amazon QuickShift. So what is this QuickSight in the sense? QuickSight is also known as the visualization tool like Power BI and all. So this is out of AWS services what we will be using, right? So here, to understand more that data architecture, so here we have the layers of data. What is this layers of data? Every organization are having their own set of working style with the data. So this is one of the most important thing. Each and every business follows this. The first is data source. where the data source comes from. So it may be in the CRM, it may be in the API, it may be in the ERP, it may be in the stored, the structured storage systems, right? So this is the structured data. When it comes to semi-structured, it may be NoSQL, Excel, and HTML, JSON, CSV file. These are all known as semi-structured one. Unstructured in the sense the social media platform, whenever we run the digital services, at that time we may get reviews from the social medias, or we may get the promotions from social media. So these are the data which is not structured properly. So it is known as unstructured data. The first layer of the data architecture is data source. So what is data source? From where the data is coming to the business. So it may be structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. And next, we have data injection. What is this data injection in the sense? According to the analysis, we'll be picking the set of data. We are scheduling the batch for that. We are giving our the working hours to that data to draw the analysis and to draw the solution for the problem, to the business problem. At that time, the data injection in the sense we are drawing the batch, or we are scheduling the time for the batch of particular data to analyze the business problem, right? Once it is done, the next is data storage. That data will be cleaned and that data will be modified by the ETL tools and all. So that will be stored in the storage. It may be NoSQL, it may be RDBMS, or it may be head of file system, right? The hosting part will be the cloud or non-premises, or it may be hybrid one. So but the storage is mandatory. Once the data injections is done, it has to be stored. These activities like data injection and data storage, these activities are done by the data engineer. Along with that, he'll be doing all the visualization analytics also. It depends on that. The major roles and responsibilities of data engineer is he'll be dealing with the data sources. Okay, so he'll clean it by ETL tool, and then he'll be storing it to the storage, whatever the cloud storage, whatever the business use, right? It may be Snowflake, SQL, NoSQL, RDBMS, ad hoc file system, whatever. It depends on the organization, whatever the data storage they use, it will be stored by the data engineer, right? So this is the data engineer part. And then next, coming to the fourth layer, that is analytics and services. Here our analyst and scientist comes into the picture. So here what they'll do, they will extract the data from the storage. It will be in the structured format. So what they will do, they will do the analysis. They will, again, if there is any missing values, if there is anything details they require, they'll gather that detail, and then they'll start cleaning that, and then they will start analyzing the problems of the whatever the business they gives to them. They will start it by using the various tools and technologies. They will be running with the statistical tool, machine learning, recommendations, predictive analysis they'll do, and again what they will use is programming language SQL, and also the Python for the visualizations, and also the Excel for cleaning the data, right? So these are the things. This is a fourth layer, that is analytics and services. Here the data analyst and scientist comes into the picture. Here the recommendations, in a sense, after analyzing the data, whether it is an analyst or whether it is a scientist, he'll be having some or the other inputs to give to the business. In the sense, if we do this, if the sales are going down, so he'll suggest we can go with the discounts. This discounts has been worked in 2020, like in the previous time. This, by giving the discounts, we have earned the more profit, so we can try it again. So he'll give the recommendations on that. So that things like inputs as a data analyst or data scientist, whatever we give, so that is also plays a very important role, and it may be useful for the business to generate their revenue, and also the cut off all the cost, right? So next, it is data consumption. Like, first one will be the data source, data injection, data storage, data analytics, and then data consumption is the fifth layer of the data architecture. So here what we'll be doing, so here we'll be creating the dashboards, we are creating the reports, whatever the analysis we do. So we keep to the data consumption to the business, where the business can analyze it for their decision making. So this is what the data architecture, this is how the data works in the real time in every organizations. So here the next slide. So do you have any questions on this? Okay. So here we'll be learning statistics. So that is statistics, descriptive statistics and inferential statistics we'll be learning. What is statistics? Statistics is a study of collections, analysis, interpretation, presentation, and organizing the data is known as statistics, right? For example, even it includes the both qualitative and quantitative. Both it includes. Suppose the average score of the student in the science test is 65 out of 100. Whatever the data it includes numerically or non-numerically, everything we can take it as an example for statistics. What is statistics? Statistics is a collection, analyzing, interpreting presentations, and organizing the data is known as statistics. What is descriptive? As I said descriptive is a branch of statistics. It will be dealing with the historical data, and it is also performs the central tendency. Like, what is central tendency? Central tendency is a calculations of mean, mode, median, standard deviation, variance, so on, right? So these all includes in the descriptive statistics. And here it comes to inferential statistics. Even it is a branch of statistics which allows us to predict. In the sense, you'll be having the solutions of the problem. So what you can do, you can predict the future, right? So that is known as inferential statistics. And here it comes to central tendency. We have mean, median, mode. So range, variance, standard deviation, standard error, and also the confidential value. So we'll see this with the practical example. So if suppose I have this unstructured data, right? This is of, the healthcare, the healthcare data. So I have the column like patient ID. One second. Okay. Yeah, so this is the data, the raw data what we have. So here we have a missing values in it. And again, we have male and female and the dialysis types and all. So I want to know the age, descriptive analysis for that. So for that, first and foremost, you have to check whether in your Excel, these are the tabs, whatever we have, the file, home, insert, page divert, formulas, data, and review. So in this data tab, you have to check whether you have this data analysis tool pack or not. If you have this, then you can use it directly, right? If you don't have this data analysis tool pack, at that time, what you have to do, so you have to right click on this, customize the ribbon, and here add-ins, click on the add-in. So here the tool pack and Excel add-in go. And again, you have to check this analysis toolpack and click on OK. So then your data analysis toolpack will be there. So here what you have to do is you have to select this and you have to check on the descriptive analysis, click OK. So now you have to give the input range. So I'll give the input range as age. So from right. So I have given this. Okay, I have selected the age column. And again, so output range it asking for. So output range, okay, we'll give it in a new sheet. And then I'll check in the summary statistics and again click on OK. Or else I can go here as well, output range. You can select this output range somewhere over here or here, right? So here I'll click OK and you can see there is a statistical analysis, whatever you do. So it has been displayed over here. So if I go here, what is mean, median, mode? What is mean? Mean is nothing but an average. Average, how can we calculate average? By adding all the values and divided by the number of values, right? So we'll be getting average, that is 58.69, and there is a standard error. Median is nothing but arranging all the data in a ascending or descending order. The middle value will be the median, and mode is most frequently repeated value is mode. And we have standard deviation, variance, kurtosis, skewness, range, and minimum and maximum value, sum of all the row, and count, right? There are 22 values. So this is how you can do the descriptive analysis. So where you no need to calculate how much the count this row has, what are the values these rows have. So the sum of all these rows, you can go over here and click on the data analysis. In the data tab, there is a data analysis toolpack where you can access all the data. So where you can analyze it. What is the count of it? Okay, it is 22. What is the sum of this? And minimum and maximum value. Okay. It starts with the minimum value is 43, sorry, and the maximum we have 75. So how we can use this? We can use this for our analysis. So where like analysis look like, I have done in yesterday's class actually. Okay. So if we create a dashboard, it will be looking like this. So it's not proper one, but still it's for the sake of practice. It's done by a student. And here, this is of descriptive analysis. And then come back to the topic now. So here we have a definitions of it. So next we use this Vapalizer. What is this Vapalizer? Vapalizer is a Chrome extension tool, which is used to, collect the information of the website. For example, we will be if you want to analyze the reports of the of the website. So then at that time you can use this Vapalizer. So as of now, Vapalizer is a tool which will be used to extract the Google Analytics engagement, like of the business or a company website, where you can export the data from there and you can use it for the analysis, right? So you'll be getting what are the software they are using, what platforms they are using, what tools they are using for writing the languages, what securities they are using. All those information will be gathered in this Vapalizer, right? So here, for example, I'll show you. So I'll go here. I have an extension called Vapalizer here. So you can also add all this extension by giving Vapalizer Chrome extension. So you just click on it, the first link, click on the first link, and then you can add these extension to your remove from Chrome. So I have already this extension installed. So it shows here remove from Chrome. So if not, you'll be having add extension will be the toggle for you, which is displayed over there. So you can add that extension. What is the useful of this extension is if I go here for Amazon. So Amazon shopping website, I'll go. So if I click on this Vapalizer, right, it will give what are the tools and technologies they are using, right? So they are using this video players, that is Video.js, and securities, they are using HSTS, and they are using this PaaS, like, platform as a services for this web services, right? Platform as a service, PaaS. And then other tools like CloudForm they are using, and also for performance they are using priority hits, and for advertising they are using Google Ads, and as well as the Amazon advertising, right? So you will be understanding what are the tools they are using, right? You can go with any website. This Vapalizer help us to extract the tools and technologies they are using and how their websites are built, which languages they are used to build, and which libraries they are using, which securities they are using. All these informations you can gather by using this Vapalizer Chrome extension, right? So next, And you understood the data structure, data analysis, what is data, what is information, what is knowledge, and the different terminologies, data analysis, data analyst, and data engineer, scientist, right? So now it comes to what is the roles and responsibilities, the day-to-day roles and responsibilities of data analyst. So here, as a data analyst in this curriculum, what you are learning is, so you will be learning all the data analytics tools required, that is Excel from basic to advanced, right? So, and then you'll be learning Python, which is basic to intermediate, whatever it is required for the data analyst to create a visualization. Till then we'll be learning. Along with that, SQL language we'll be learning from basic to advanced. And then we are learning this Power BI. Along with that Power BI, so we are learning AWS sites, like for example, so yeah, this is the overview of the course, whatever we are covering in this particular curriculum. So this will be like 45 to 50 days, daily 1 hour batch will be the timings, that is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And here what we are doing is, we are first learning it in a 3 phases. One is data collection, data preparations, and also the insights generations or report generation. So we'll be learning like working on the projects, like real-time projects. We are learning with the healthcare projects, banking projects, HR analytics, and energy, and also the aviation part, So the next is coming to the tools and technologies. Here we are learning Excel from basic to advanced, MySQL, Python, and AWS service providers we are learning. That is AWS Kinesis, AWS RDS, AWS Glue. Glue is a ETL tool, and AWS Data Pipeline. AWS QuickSight is also known as the visualization tools, where we can use this tool for visualizations and creating the reports and dashboards, right? So the next is Redshift. Redshift is a sense, it is a storage platform, and then AWS Athena, even that is also, and also AWS EMR, right? So these are the AWS providers, what we use it in the data analytics tool, and it is a storage. It can be used as a ETL. We can clean the data, we can store the data, and also we can do it. We can also draw the visualizations over there as well. And here we have Power BI. What is this Power BI? Power BI is also a visualization tool where we can use the data we can do the ETL services over there, and we can also clean the data. Along with that, it will be helpful for us to prepare our dashboards and reports, right? So if you are fresher to this Excel, so we'll be teaching from basic, from introduction to references and number ranges, arithmetic operation, logical operations, and the lookups, okay, lookups. And then we are learning this advanced text functions, date function, data handling, and here comes to conditional formatting, and then Power Pivot and Power Query. So what is this Power Query and Power Pivot? So here, the Power Query and Power Pivot, yeah, before that, we have to understand what is this ETL. So Power Query is nothing but it is a data connection technology in Excel, right? So which allows you to connect, combine, clean, and transform the data from various sources and loading it to the Excel. If you see here, right? So here in the data tab in the Excel, so here in the data tab, we have get data, right? So you can extract the data. You can import the data from various sources. It may be from Azure, it may be from SQL, it may be from any other platforms, right? You can merge and append the queries, right? So here you can also gather the data from website, from the picture, from the text or CSV files. These are the importing part where you can import the data. So this session in the Excel is known as the Power Query. What is Power Query then? Power Query is a ETL tool. ETL is nothing but extract, transform, and load, right? So we can do these operations. Why these operations as needed? To automating the data preparation and cleaning and making it easy for the analysis, right? So this is very important. And there are ETL and ELT. So ETL is nothing but extract, transform, load. ELT is nothing but extract, load, and transform, right? So these are the differences of ETL and ELT. And here we have why it is used for data cleaning, data validation, and storage. And I said so we are learning this AWS service provider, Kinesis, RDS, Glue, and QuickSight. So here we have Redshift, Athena, and also Elastic MapReduce. And lastly, once we're done with all the course, what is next? We have a number of opportunities as you are into the different domains. So I think majority of into the full stack domain. So for them, so there is a huge openings. As of now, you can join as a fresher, as a junior analyst or data analyst. And if you are a fresh, having an experience into the programming language, then you'll be having a huge openings. Like they will be hiring you as a senior data analyst. And the thing is, you should be skilled enough for the visualizations and also using Excel. Like, even nowadays in Excel, in the formula tab, there is also having inserting the Python over here in Excel. You can run the coding here in the Excel, and also we are learning here the Visual Basic, even the macros. These are also the programming languages. That is the basic one in the Excel, but here we have all, we can see this insert Python. So we can insert this Python and run the code, and we can draw the visualization over here. So this is the more advanced one what we can learn over here in this curriculum. And then you can join as a financial analyst, operation analyst, product analyst, and also the customer insight analyst, healthcare, data analyst, sales analyst, and these are the opportunities, so on, like business analyst, quantitative analyst. So these are the job opportunities you have openings over now. So, and currently there are more openings. So yes, so now this is the overview of it. And coming to the roles and responsibilities. So you have to understand the business requirement first. And next you have to, first you have to understand the business requirement, and then you have to collect the data and clean the data. And you have, after cleaning, if you prepare the structured one, so you have to analyze the data, and you have to, whatever the analysis you have made, so that has to be communicated with the business. And eventually, if any suggestions from the business given to you, then also you have to work on it. So proper communication plays a very vital role here. So now, after cleaning, you'll be doing exploratory analysis, visualizations you'll be creating, then you'll be communicating it to the business. And then, the important part is monitor and maintain the data system. Whatever the data you have maintained, you have visualized, you have cleaned and structured, that should be monitored and maintained by you properly. So it will be used by you for the future purpose as well. Like continuous implementations and updations is also in the reports and dashboards is very important. So this comes to the overview of data analysis. So now let me know. So do you have any questions on this? So we can discuss on it now. Yes, Piyush, Madan, Kartika, so Aishwarya, Chatrutika, Abdal, and Shrikant, Surya. So do you have any questions? Or if you have any inputs, you can share.
I'm clear from my end.
Okay, Piyush.
So we'll be doing one project at the end of this course, right? Or like how many projects are we talking about?
No, we will be doing like 2 projects.
2 projects.
Not 3, sorry. It's 5. 5 to 6. Healthcare one, finance one, HR, and energy domain, like, the aviation and e-commerce. Product-based, and the most useful is healthcare, finance, banking, and HR sector, and also the e-commerce one, the product-based analysis. So as of now, I think this is the unstructured data given to the students of the last batch. They have done somewhat the calculation over here. So, and this is the visualizations, what they have done. Like it is incomplete, need to join the class today and need to guide them. So this is how the part works over here. So we'll be giving you the real time. As of now, it is a short data. So we'll be providing you all the things with the missing values, and you have to readjust all the things. The format will be the different. Okay, let me show you. Like, this is how the raw data looks like. So here you will be having the missing values, right? So you have to fill those things. We'll be teaching you what are the strategies we can use while handling the missing value. And also you can see the standard, there is no standard format in this, like, writing gender, right? There is a missing value, and also there is no standard format followed while filling. So male, they have written, female, they have written F, capital F, small m, small capital, right, M. So we will be teaching how to sort these data and how to deal with number formattings. And yeah, there are how to deal with these cost missing values, how to handle this discounts, and also how to remove the duplicates. So these are the initial steps what you can follow. So as of now, the data is of the records of 500, right? So 500 records this data has. So after cleaning and after manipulating this, we will ask you to create a Excel dashboards. So you'll be dealing with more than 4 to 5 projects within 45 days, like during the curriculum only. So you'll be dealing with 4 to 5 projects.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Eshwari. So talking about the timings, so as of now, like couple of days would be the demo session only. So then we will be allotting you for the regular batches that starts from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So daily, Monday to Friday. So you can join with that. And apart from that, if you have any questions, and all the recordings of the class will be provided to you in the Drive link. So management will provide you the Drive access so that every day-to-day recordings will be available over there. And then you can like access it for 6 to 1 year. So like 6 months to 1 year, like you'll be having an access of that recordings.
Eshwari?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, so after this covering this project, so after completion of this, how can we showcase in our resume, or are you providing this any different projects? This apart from this.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So whatever we do here, the projects, right? So you can push all these reports to your Git account. So we'll be creating a Git, like, so there will be like Git also in this curriculum, right? I'll be teaching you the GitHub, how to create your GitHub account, and you can push all your works over here. So these are the students like Abhilash, Kiran, and Pooja. So whatever they write, like, the codings and all, they will be added over here in this. So you can use this URL to your resume so that they can see, like they can see your work on your projects. They can see on your Python, like source code, how good at you are, and so on. So you can display all the things in your resume.
And one thing apart from that, in the market we have some Power BI developer also, right? This is also part one of data analysis, or that field is completely different.
No, actually, this Power BI. So the difference between this, like, the Power BI developer and the Power BI analyst, there is no huge difference among them. So completely what the developer, he'll be working on the same tool, right? So whereas the Power BI, what the data analyst, so he'll be doing all the tools and technologies together. Along with that, visualizations also. When it comes to the developer, he'll be working on the developer domain. According to the requirements, he'll be working on these things as well.
And any specific any interview questions regarding or some sample resume, are you providing all this stuff?
Exactly. So we'll be providing, I'll be helping you personally for the resume building. If you are actively looking for the job, you can ping me so I can share you the sample resumes to you. After the session starts. So we can add all the projects, whatever we learn, I'll give you the roles and responsibilities, what can be added so that it will be helping for you to shortlist your resume. And then I'll be providing each tool the interview questions, so where you can prepare for your own for your interview and so that you can crack your interview. So most probably the interview questions will be asked more on your visualization part and your programming knowledge and also the SQL.
And one last question. Apart from that, as I told you, I have 4+ experience. So
Hi.
when I will,
What will be the timing for this?
Yeah, the timings would be from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily, Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday, in what time?
It's 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. And what if like I have office timing and also do you have any other timing for that?
Other timings, I think Piyush need to check with the management. As of now, they have given me the slot for 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll discuss with them.
yes.
Eshwari, one last question.
Yes.
As I experience, how after completion of the if I will after completion of this course, understanding all the part, if I'm applying for a job, so in my resume I was working as a developer right now. Then how I show if as an analyst or developer plus analyst parallelly, how the responsibility will be broken down and how I can showcase myself. Means how many years of experience as analyst or parallelly I was doing this. How to do means how to manage this all this stuff.
Okay, currently what domain are you working on?
So I'm working the domain. We are working on this. I'm working for big MNC only. So I'm working on API development.
Okay, perfect. So you can add, do you have in your company any like databases what they are working on?
Currently, I don't have any idea.
Yeah.
Uh,
Check with that. So if they are working, you can also add to your resume. Yes, like I have worked like couple of projects with the data analysis. So you can add all the project, whatever you learn in this curriculum in your roles and responsibilities. So along with that, parallelly, you can go with that experience and this experience.
okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Eshwari, this is Shrikant.
Yeah, hi, Shika.
So I have a question. Do we also need to learn Snowflake and stuff like that to get into this data analytics?
Snowflake is it is a data storage platform. You can learn it. I think in this DurgaSoft, there is a Vishwanath who will be teaching the Snowflake. So you can learn it from there. So what is the use of this Snowflake is, so if you want to go for the data engineer domain, so as of now, they are looking for this Snowflake skilled employee candidate who can have a vast knowledge on this Snowflakes. So there is a huge opportunities for that as well for data engineer if you want to go for that domain. So whereas if you have, what is your background basically? Are you working as in the cloud or GCP?
Yes. Yes, I'm not in the cloud. I am a SAP functional consultant.
Mm-hmm.
So what I am specifically looking is when I'm looking at the job descriptions and stuff like that, right? For data analytics as well, they're asking something about DBT and Snowflake and stuff like that. So I was just wondering if I need to learn that as well to get into data analytics, or what the core curriculum that you're going to cover here, will that suffice?
No, like for data analyst, so the basic understanding of Snowflake, I can provide you by end of the session, like while doing with the AWS service provider. If not, so for data analytics, they look only for the skills like, what SQL, Python, the programming language, and the visualization tool, along with the Git and also the cloud service provider, like, what I have given you, the Redshift, Athena, and also the QuickSight. Redshift and the Snowflake. So both works in the same format. Even that is also a storage tool, and Snowflake is also a storage tool. As Snowflake is of Microsoft, like Snowflake is also a company, so it is operated by Microsoft, Amazon, and also other cloud service providers for their storage. So that's why now it is booming, and it is important to learn that tool as well. So if you are going for data engineer or data engineer, so for data engineer, it is mandatory. For data analyst, it is optional to learn on.
So one more thing, right? So when it comes to the cloud, what has maximum opportunities, whether it is AWS or Azure?
AWS, I guess.
AWS, yeah.
Sorry, you were saying it.
Yeah, it's AWS.
It's AWS. Oh,
Also, some of the companies go with GCP. Majority AWS. If you learn either of the cloud services, it's fine. Any one, if you are strong enough, so you can, you'll be having an opportunity with it.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Shrikant. So Chatratika, Kartika, and Abdal. So do you have any questions? So shall we wind up for today's demo? Okay.
You didn't introduce yourself, Eshwari.
Yes, Surya. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking me this. So I am Eshwari. So I have 8+ years of experience into IT industry. So I have worked as a developer, and then I'm working as a cloud data engineer in Walmart. So yes, so I'm currently working with Walmart, and I have 8 years of experience into it.
So you work on AWS and this all data analysis or machine learning. Are you working on that?
Yeah. I'll most probably working on ETL methodologies along with the cloud platforms, right?
Okay.
We work there for visualization and extracting and all. We'll be using cloud services.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Surya. Thank you. So yeah, sure. So if you don't have any questions, we can connect tomorrow at the same time, that is 10 to 11 a.m. So we'll wind up for today's demo session, and it was really nice talking to you. You guys were very interactive, Piyush, Shrikant, Surya, and Aishwarya. Thank you so much. So we'll connect tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.